Do you ever open your closet and think, why did I buy that? I definitely have, a lot. But not since shopping with Quince. I see fewer misses and a lot more hits that I'll be wearing season after season. Quince has all the seasonal must-haves, like 100% European linen shirts from $30, performance polos, and versatile activewear. The best part of all, Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of all the middlemen and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. I really like that. I just got 2 shirts. I ordered a third. It's coming in a week. I got 2 shirts. I just got them a couple days ago. The quality is unmatchable. I love them. They feel great. They fit great. That's why you got to shop at Quince. Fill your closet with timeless pieces that you'll be wearing for summers to come with Quince. Go to quince.com/Bubba for free shipping on your order and a 365-day return policy. That's QUINCE.com/Bubba to get free shipping on your order. And again, the 365-day return policy. Quince.com/Bubba.
Welcome to the Lummy's. No, I don't know because I'm so. Hey, welcome to the Bubba Weekly Wrap-Up Show. Myself, Lummy, Colton, and the one and only Rhett. How are you guys doing today?
We're on protest.
You can be on protest all you fucking want.
Why are you coming at us like that?
All right, that's the show. Thanks for coming.
No, listen.
I mean, you are a little heavy-handed today. It seems like you're taking it out on us.
No, I didn't take it out on you, Rhett, one bit.
Okay.
Until you two started teaming up. But listen, this isn't going to be some bitch fest. This is the Bubba Weekly Wrap-Up Show. 813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA.
Do you know what that is on the number, like numerical?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's 813-902
2282. There we go.
Got any more brain busters over there, big boy? This is what I'm fucking doing. You know what? Obviously, I'm not even close to being on the level as Bubba. And I could totally see where someone like a babyface could come in and just kind of detour his whole thing. And I'm talking to you, Rhett.
What?
I'm talking to you, Colton.
What?
Well, I'm actually just asking, Colton, he might, Rhett might understand what I'm talking about. Rhett and I were there in our meeting again, and you decided when Bubba started up the cream machine, I don't believe that Colton followed us. Right, Rhett?
No, he was over there jumping the cream machine.
Well, first off, I missed our 10:05 meeting again. So if you want to even go back to that far, we can start there.
It's fine. Listen, it's totally cool. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about how you miss our meetings.
But that wasn't because I missed our meeting because I was with Bubba. Don't you think that come on.
$50 on the Rumble Rant from Hall of Famer John Costica.
Thank you, John Costica. And thank you for, thank you everybody for kind of hanging out and waiting. I'm a little flustered right now. We've been running back and forth, which is why we are late.
And sweaty.
We have the great Operation Pigmentation celebration of Juneteenth tomorrow. Colton, what's the address?
2400 MLK South.
2400 or 2500?
Oh, fuck. Now you're fucking me up.
I think it's 25.
All right.
Macho Man text
2400.
Okay. I'll have to let him know.
Latin Sons, LAT and Sons Family Hair at 2400 Dr. MLK Jr. Street South.
Perfect.
St. Petersburg.
Thank you so much. Yes, we will be there from 1 to 3 tomorrow. And as Bubba in a responsible way, loves to do. Pack the car, pack the truck up, make sure that we have
Make sure
everything.
megaphones are working. Make sure we got
Exactly.
coolers. Make sure we got our cones for our unofficial
Generators are up and running.
roadblock.
We got Bob Cook. I think Tease is showing up to here tomorrow to start loading the electronics. Macho does not want them in the car. We have a lot of
Wait, so where are they going?
merchandise. They're in the studio.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna stay in here until tomorrow when we drive
Oh,
over.
okay.
We're meeting them until tomorrow.
I thought Tease was in charge of driving electronics. Threw me off for a second.
Or Bob Cook. Bob Cook is now helping out because the great Bob Cook loves to help out on his Saturday. So thank you. I think my internet is down.
Yeah, I mean so. I'll be there tomorrow. I'm actually should be beating you guys there. So I should be there before you guys. My plan is to get there, maybe do the or maybe not do the unofficial road blocking, and kind of just hang out, wait, and direct traffic, and holler with Bubba when he comes through.
So do you want me tomorrow? Actually, would you like to meet me at my house later today in the Lutz house? Walker has this special police hat. Would you like to wear that while you're putting up the cones?
Oh no, I thought you needed me to pick you up or something.
Well,
I was like, yeah, dude, I got you. No, I'm not putting on fucking Walker's hat.
No, it will fit you. He has a big head. I think
It probably
you
would, and I have a small head, as we know, 7 and an 1/8.
Yeah, exactly.
What size is your big ass melon? 8 1/4?
Yeah,
Is it really?
yeah.
If you were to go to Lids right now and buy a hat, you wear it 8 1/4.
Yeah, the 8s don't fit me.
Damn.
See,
Got a bucket.
I'm a normal 8 when I have a shaved head, obviously, but with the man bun and all the other hair.
Does Ashley pull the fuck out of that man bun?
Sure does.
Okay.
When she's putting
Just
it
thought
up.
I'd ask.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, actually, she goes more toward the chest hair.
I know that. And 1 week, I know it wasn't this week, but 1 week on the show, I remember she got heat with Bubba because Bubba shaved her chest down.
Shaved a racing stripe.
Yeah, that was obviously it wasn't this week. It was,
That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It was 6 years ago. This is the Bubba 6-year wrap-up show.
Remember that one time we went to Bubba's house in Odessa? It was me, you, and I think Tuttle, and he did a haircut on you, and he gave you the hit.
Was it Tuttle? No, it wasn't Tuttle.
Who was it?
It was Joey Logano.
Oh, but he gave you the hit. Remember you had the hit stash going,
Yeah.
and then he gave you the half shaved face.
Yes.
I remember seeing the half-shaved face walking around after the Fletcher incident.
Well, that was a little bit more on my puppy's decision to make me a half face. Do you guys have the internet?
No, I think we're out. I don't even know if we're on
Yeah,
the air.
I think our Wi-Fi went down. No, oh, no, you're right. What the fuck is going on?
I don't even think we're on the air, but we're recording, right? Doesn't this go into BAR?
Yeah, we are recording.
Bubba Army
What
HQ. That's
the
where this
fuck just
matters.
happened? Did the building lose power?
I don't know what happened. I mean, we didn't lose power because we still got our Christmas lights hanging up.
We lost internet. Bar's still up. So we are still on Bubba Army Radio, but yeah, everything else has went down. What the fuck?
I'm surprised no one's texted me at this point. Wait, I just started getting text messages.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Oh, well. What are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do. You're sitting in the studio. We can't have dead air. We just got to keep it moving, no?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. At the end of the day, this might just be like a podcast exclusive if I can't get the internet back up. If we can't get rolling, then what's the point?
Yeah, might as well. You know, I love the chat. I love everybody that listens. I like seeing our little numbers that we get. I'm just going to keep in the bottom part the show from
You got the phones?
today.
We do have the phones, but I feel like all the phone calls we get are going to be people telling us that we're off the air.
Yeah, well, no, I mean they might be bar, so we might get some.
That's
bar
fair.
people
That is fair.
And say, hey, listen, keep it going.
We'll keep it going. I got this. The next 2 minutes, we're bouncing back. Don't worry. We're going to bounce back.
So currently our internet is down, but we'll go back to our tomorrow. Lad and Sons. Colton, are you getting your haircut tomorrow? while you're
No.
there?
So, no. You know, I have a weird thing with my haircut. Not like who cuts. Well, yeah, also who cuts it. But when I get a haircut, my next stop is always a shower. I can't do it. So there's no way I'd be able to go out there and get a haircut and then mingle and
What about like a little garden hose?
no, I couldn't do it. Like I need to
Bathroom
get
sink?
the fucking I got to get the hair out of my ears, behind my ears, in my ears, everywhere. I don't know, dude. Change your clothes, put your clothes to the wash. I can't stand it. So people that get a haircut, like I knew friends, you know, back in the day, like, oh, we're going out tonight. They would go to the barbershop, get a haircut, then go out. I could never.
Rhett, are you the same way? Like if you wanted to get a haircut there tomorrow, could you kind of just shower off in the hose?
Yeah, I think I'd be okay. Like I get haircuts often enough to where, you know, I've had to basically squeeze in a haircut appointment on a day that I'm running errands. So you get a haircut, you go run around, you do shit. it never bothers me that much. But as soon as I get home, first thing I do is take a shower, throw that shirt right in the laundry.
I mean,
Lummy, when's the last time you even had a haircut?
COVID? I would say a month before COVID, February, because I remember I got finally a really good barber that was a friend, and I hate going to get a haircut. I get nervous. I start sweating. I get anxiety over it. Right when they put that cape on it and they tie it around.
And it's so tight. It's just
So I finally found my buddy understood who I was. We golfed a bunch of times. He saved me after Bubba gave me the blonde racing stripe down. If you remember
that we were just talking about. Yep.
Yeah. And he saved me, and I really enjoyed it. He had fans on me the whole time. I got a lot more comfortable. COVID happened. He goes, man, I'm going to have to move my barber shop to my house. I got to clean. Your haircut pretty much went from $25 to about $85.
Wait. He lost the overhead and moved it to his house and started charging more.
COVID.
It was COVID because he said he had
Bitch, my haircut is $5 at a dude's house. I pay $5 to skip the line, and I smoke a blunt while I'm getting my haircut.
$5? Who's cutting your hair? Tuttle?
Yeah.
No. And I mean, y'all can fuck around all you want. People like to fuck around. Oh, look at the hair, blah blah blah. My hair was pretty much on point. I mean, we can all agree there.
Usually, yeah. I mean, you look like Edgar, from the block. Cut your hair usually.
Or Lloyd Christmas, like a lot of people
yeah,
say.
that's
Lloyd
fair.
Christmas. You see, the problem is Lloyd Christmas had more of like a traditional bowl.
Yeah,
that's what yours kind of looks like. But my guy was more.
Okay.
My guy works mainly on. For me, it was on tips. Yeah, I gave him a little bit, but
$85 is ridiculous.
But
Yeah,
he said, well, this was. You got to think. This is early on in COVID when no one knew what 2 week separate. 2 weeks. If you get it.
So he's only cutting one person's hair a day, huh?
But no, he had plastic because he was doing it at his house, and he has 3 kids and a wife, and they were all obviously there. So he had to take a whole room, plastic it off, do all that bullshit that they were telling you to do. And I'm like, man, I go into the fucking radio station. We're all around each other. But he's like, oh, listen, I can't be responsible if one person gets sick. And he goes, I got to pay for all this stuff. And so I just stopped going. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna grow my hair until COVID is officially over. And guess what? At this point, COVID is not officially over. It still hasn't ended. I mean, COVID is now a thing, is it not?
Yeah, Seth just had it 3 weeks ago.
Exactly. And Rhett may be patient fucking 9 billion, but he's had it, or you're at least sick for 3 weeks. Are you feeling better today, buddy?
No.
If you want Rhett to get sick, this is all you have to do. What you do is you plan a show vacation for 3 or 4 days, and you'll guarantee that Rhett will be sick.
Absolutely. Yeah, anytime the show has any considerable amount of time off, and I plan a vacation, I get fucking sick. But yeah, I haven't been right since the week before I went to Daytona.
And I believe that was a Seth and Macho Man.
I think it was a Seth and Macho Man kicker. I think I got the initial, bug or whatever from Seth maybe, and then I got the bronchial cough, just the nasty phlegm in my throat from Macho Man after he told me for 3 days it wasn't contagious.
Well, I think he had that cough up until yesterday.
He still has it. I still have it. And that's what sucks. I mean, it definitely doesn't help that I smoke, but you got to do what you got to do.
I don't know Macho like that. I've spoken to him obviously several times. We've had some one-on-one conversations. I just hear a lot of it. I get my information about Macho through the program.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things I hear Bubba mention a lot is just how Macho seems to always be sick. Is that the case?
I mean, I hate to throw him under the bus, but as someone who works back there with him every day, it does seem like he is, I don't want to say more prone to getting sick, but he definitely gets sick more often than I do.
Do you think the gym is a nasty, nasty place, and that's where he's catching everything at?
My body is a wonderland.
You think it's the gym, or you think it's anything else at all?
I think it's the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the gym.
I mean, he's over in that Lakeland, Plant City area.
So yeah, and a gym over that side.
That's right.
Like Sefner.
Yeah. Well, he's closer to Plant City. So,
You're a Sefner boy, though, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
that was my
bit.
dig at Sefner, that's all.
It's
well,
okay.
listen, I mean, speaking of Sefner, I mean, you're a Florida man. Rhett, you're a Florida man. I'm a Florida man.
Yep.
And obviously, from our title, we definitely make sure we want to hit that thumbnail.
Yeah, man.
We try to do our best to keep up on those thumbnails. We're out of Orlando.
And
as of tomorrow.
And I got to be honest. So Bubba, has Shannon Burke on every Fridays, 9:15. That may be changing, but that's what it has been. And he was on today. And I have to say, Shannon, I feel so bad for the dude because his voice is just—he sounds a little defeated.
It's hard not to feel bad.
Did you hear how angry he got when he was talking about the number 6 market in the United States that he might have had a shot for a job for, and he turned it down?
Well, why did he turn it down?
Well, he turned it down because he liked staying with Florida Man Radio.
Yes, and somebody convinced him to stay with Florida Man Radio.
I wasn't gonna put that one out there, but
that was just talked about an hour ago. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you don't have to remind about it.
Oh, I thought it was the wrap-up show. I'm sorry.
It is a wrap-up show, but it doesn't mean it's coming out of my mouth, and I got to look like I got to defend Bubba on this one.
Yeah, I'm staying out of that one for sure.
So
but
I'm sorry,
hard
Bubba. I
to-
love you. I'm just repeating what I heard.
Yeah,
It's
go
hard
for
to
it,
not
Colton.
feel. It's hard to not feel for Shannon. That's
Yeah,
tough,
listen.
especially because of you hear it in his voice how passionate he is for this industry, and like I'm with him. Like it's definitely being fucked with, and I think it is a shame because as a kid, like I wanted to get into radio, possibly for the same reason Shannon loves radio and wants to be in radio.
The radio pussy?
No, no, not quite. Close. No, I think it's, I think it's a medium that has served a purpose for so long, and it's technically a public service, and I do think there is a real avenue for it. But, I think just the corporate atmosphere and the way things are going, especially with the music world, and I don't know. It's a terrible time to be in the industry.
So Jay made a comment, I believe it was Jay, that when somebody under the age of 30 gets in their car, that their Apple Play already connects and they just rock with that, right?
Well, if you plug in your Apple Play and you have that, or if you have either the Apple Play or Bluetooth. Like when I get in my truck, I don't have Apple Play on my
Me
radio.
either. I'm with
but
you. I'm too
my
old.
Bluetooth automatically connects. So whatever was playing on my Spotify will pick up and start playing in my truck.
Yeah, that's exactly with my piece of shit truck that is currently being towed to. Which, by the way, I got to say, and I know Jay is definitely not listening to this show, unfortunately, but I want to say thank you, Jay.
Oh, that dude lives in my neighborhood.
Jay?
I did
No.
not. You know what? That would have been really good.
Terry.
Well, hold on. If I didn't know it was,
Brother.
it would have been by
Wrong Terry.
My
Terry Glenn, right?
Yeah. If I knew that it was I did not know it was my alternator at 5 this morning. I thought it was just a battery, and I wasn't going to waste Terry's time. I would have asked Jay, so maybe he could. You know what I mean? He could have diagnosed it at that point. But I guess it's being towed there. And Jay, thank you so much for taking care of that. I really appreciate it.
Jay has really come into the he's the Terry Glenn agent, but the problem is he's the one paying for all the repairs. Well, that's not a problem. It's a good thing for us. But
yeah, Colton, what do you? Yeah, it's a great thing. I mean, I have no idea how much an alternator cost. Does anyone?
$150.
That's
I
it?
figured a couple $100.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never had to fix one in my truck.
Do you have AAA? Or you need the Colton AAA hookup?
Oh, no, I've already had AAA there.
Hey, a couple of platinum members over here, pal.
You
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Fuck
See,
yeah,
the boys
man.
down here got the
Yeah.
beaters.
That's right.
When your truck's got 250,000 miles on it, you got AAA.
You have to have AAA.
Like when I blew out on the side of the road that one day, and I was on the side of the road smoking my blunt, my chair, and my muffin. AAA, that motherfucker.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to say that I look forward to breaking down on the side of the road, but when you are a certified platinum AAA member, there is nothing more convenient than just opening up your phone, hitting the app, and then within 30 minutes to an hour, you get a free tow within 100 miles of wherever
I
you
take
want
it
to
a
go.
step further. I call AAA.
Well, hold on.
They tell me who's going to come out there. When they tell me the name of whatever name of company they're sending, I then call their dispatch, and I call them. Hey, yeah, blah, 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 towing. Yeah, did you get a tow from AAA? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we did. Okay, great. How far are you? AAA said you're 30 minutes.
Well, you pretty much put it this way. I have two things with AAA. One, I got not fucked. Well, I kind of got fucked on, but Rhett knows too because I locked my keys in my car the other day, and I came over to Rhett and I go, AAA was here in like 8 minutes. Like, with the platinum status, that guy was here.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled this little gadget he had out that fucking popped the lock. I'm like, holy shit! It wasn't even pop it. He went into my key, into the keyhole on my one side, popped it over. Now you do get fucked though if you are AAA platinum.
Why?
So Average Joe, great Average Joe, he has one of his trucks that he let me borrow. Thank you,
Average Joe, landscaping guy that helps Jenny Cakes out a lot.
Landscaper to the BRN stars.
Yep.
So I asked. So I borrowed his dump truck. He has many dump trucks and many trailers. So I asked him for one of his older ones, and it sat at my truck. He had some trouble with it, so I got it all the way to the dump, which I did not know the city of Tampa charges you for. So you get it for free if you live in the city of Tampa to dump, but if you have a business on the side of the truck, you have to pay for it.
I mean, That makes sense.
Totally
dude.
fine. Hold on. I was totally fine with it. I was like, all right, fuck it. Whatever. Here's $70 or whatever it was.
Couldn't just pull over and take the magnets off real quick?
He didn't have the magnets on this one. It was like stickered on. So I didn't want to rip the stickers off.
No, you're good. Okay.
So I get in. I get all, so now I'm in I have a pretty much dump truck. It's not a dump truck, but it's an
Now, what debris do you have in there?
Huh? All the debris, like wood, all this other
Like
shit.
burnable shit? Or
No,
because it does
no.
make a difference.
Yeah, no, metal,
Okay.
wood, trash, just a bunch of shit in there.
Okay.
Get into the big warehouses where all the City of Tampa dump trucks come in.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, garbage trucks come in.
Yes.
I back up, lift this thing up, going, got it. I got to pull up a little bit so it keeps going.
Yeah,
Truck,
yeah.
stall.
Okay, so you have the hydraulic for the dump all the way up,
Yeah.
extended to the
Yep.
top, and you're currently dumping shit out the bed.
Yep.
And it's got a big pile at the bed, so you have to pull up a little bit.
Yep.
So you start inching up. As you're inching up, your truck stalls.
Yep.
Do you still have debris in the bed of the truck?
Yes.
Is the truck still engaged all the way high?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do?
So luckily, the battery is hooked up to the fucking dump trailer, whatever the fuck it was, the back of it.
the
So
hydraulic part, you're saying?
Yeah, so I lower that at least. I try to start the truck again, doesn't work. Call average. By the way, it's fucking like 190 degrees.
Now,
in the
are there
goddamn
people
thing.
waiting to be in your spot?
No.
Okay, so you're lucky there.
Well, not really, because there's consistently City of Tampa fucking trucks just dumping right next to me. So and then the tractor. So, by the way, I was there for 5.5 hours.
Oh, and it smells like ass, dude,
Yeah.
the whole time.
And by the way, even the best part is that
I took my Bubba Army air freshener, put it around my head one day, right in front of my fucking nose. I swear to God.
Guess what? I didn't have one, and also his AC didn't work the whole way there, so I was already hot as fuck.
Dude.
So
and you already sweat like a fucking silverback.
Well, I don't know. Lots of people went to the dump, but they're not the friendliest
Often.
guys to people that look like me. So
I've been to that dump, and you know what? I've had the same experience.
McKay
I wonder
Bay.
why.
Yeah, McKay Bay. So I'm in an F550 with the dump thing, and I'm calling Average Joe. He goes, all right, just let it sit for a little bit. Don't flood it. I'm like, all right, I'll sit here. So I have now my truck, the door open, because it's hot as fuck. I'm sitting there. I got my leg up, and the guy comes over and goes, hey, you got to close your door. There's no one fucking around me. I'm not even that close. He goes, you got to shut your door. And by the way, when you get out, I have to wear a hard hat.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Do you have a hard hat? Because if not, you got to buy one.
Luckily, I had Average
Okay,
Joe
because
had
if
one.
not, $20 at the gate for your
I
hard
know.
hat and safety vest.
So I'm looking over at the City of Tampa motherfuckers, and they're all behind underneath their little tent with this fan on, and they're like just enjoying life. I'm dying. They just keep dumping and dumping. So I stop. I finally try to start it again. Wouldn't start. Finally, one guy besides the garbage truck comes up. I say, hey, do you mind if I get a jump? I'll give you some money, something. Guy tries to jump me. Truck's not jumping. Like I said, 5 hours go by. I'm
The fucking guy with the compactor couldn't have pulled you out? No, they won't do it.
Oh, AAA took forever. Finally, they're like, "Hey, we'll come in, but we can't go into the dump." I was able to curse, maybe with some money, one of the guys to get his truck, his City of Tampa truck, to put a chain around us and tow me all the way down to the exit.
Yep.
All the way after they, by the way, weighed the truck.
No, I'm saying you
again.
had to hit the scale on the way out, though,
I know.
right?
Trust me, they did. And then we got out to. So then I sat out front. AAA comes, and they go, "Oh, well, you're going to have to pay because you have a business on the side. You can't use this for business expenses." And I was like, by the way, the truck was on the back of the fucking tow truck at that point, and it's all ready to go. And I had no water. I had nothing because it was supposed to be a quick trip. I'm dying.
I mean, that's on you. Like, I go to the BRN and have a cooler in my truck right now as we speak.
I was drinking old fucking water that I was finding in Average Joe's truck, whether it was open or not. I was dying, and you already know. You've been to that fucking thing. Those guys do not like you.
I know.
They do want anything, and they do not want you around. I know. I went over to their picnic table and was like, "Hey, do you mind if I hang out here for a minute?"
Get back in your truck, sir.
Hold on. The one guy, he goes, "Yeah, you can wait here for a minute." His supervisor comes on a golf cart and he's like, "Hey, this guy needs to go back to his truck. You can't leave a truck unoccupied." I'm like, "I have no AC. My truck's broke." He's like, "That's not my fault, motherfucker." So I'm like,
Did they say it like that? How'd they say it? You're not going to do that for me?
"Yo, get back your truck." What? I'm not gonna fucking do it. It's gonna be bad. Next thing I know, so AAA has it all loaded. Yeah, this
Gonna get Lummy fucking canceled.
Yeah. So the truck's fucking loaded. Next thing I know, it's like, all right, fuck you have it already loaded. How much is it going to cost? We don't know until you get back to your fucking house.
Okay, so hold on. I want to make sure I'm
house.
following you correctly. The tow truck's on the, Average Joe's truck that you're driving is now on the back of the tow truck for AAA. AAA tells you that, hey, sorry, it's got a business on the name.
After it was loaded.
So it's already loaded
down.
and chained down or whatever. Yeah. Yep. And they say, hey, it's got a business on the side. So you owe us money. But we don't know how much money.
Correct, because
Okay.
they don't know how far. And I feel bad because Ashley showed up and brought me a drink with Walker in the back. And she's now sitting there like, what's going on? I'm like, well, they can't tow it because they're going to cost money. How much?
I love a great deal just as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to crawl through a bed of hot coals or go out of my way just to save a few bucks. And if I am, man, it's got to be easy. No hoops, no BS. So when Mint Mobile says it's easy to get wireless for $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan, I'm going to call them out on it. Turns out, it's really that easy. It's that easy to get wireless for $15 a month. The longest part of the process was the time I spent on hold waiting to break up with my old provider. That's a nightmare. Wish everything was as easy as Mint. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk-to-text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your old phone number with you, along with all of your existing contacts. To get this new customer offer with your 3-month premium wireless plan for only $15 a month, you must go to mintmobile.com/Bubba. That's mintmobile.com/BUBBA. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Bubba. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower on 40 gigabytes on unlimited plans. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Much? I don't know. They don't know.
Oh, Ashley's probably at this point saying, fuck it, just pay it.
That is 100% what she said.
Yeah.
So it gets towed back to the thing, and it's like $600
Oh my God.
because it was a industrial truck, or because it was an F550,
F550,
and it had
yeah.
a strap. It's blah blah blah.
They had to
And then-
chain it, not strap it.
So instead
Yeah.
of $10 a mile, they're charging you $35 a mile.
Fucking who knows, man. All I know is that I was, and then he had such trouble backing it. He couldn't back it into the driveway at the Tampa house, so he had.
wait. The dump truck was being brought to where? To Average Joe's yard?
No, he lives in Spring Hill. You know
Okay,
how much
so
money
that's
you know
why-
how much- or not Spring Hill. He lives in fucking Newbury. You know how much money that would have cost?
Well, that's
me?
why I'm asking you. I don't know. I mean, I understand now, but I'm saying I didn't know where it went. No, so
No,
you're at
you
the
said
dump.
you said the Tampa house,
Tampa
correct?
house, yeah.
Okay, so it's at the dump in the Tampa.
Yeah.
The truck broke down, and now and you got to get it. So at this point, you're thinking, "Fuck, where's the cheapest place I can take it to?" Which would be your Tampa house.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can't fit in the driveway.
Can't fit in the driveway. Can't back up in the driveway because it's an old school neighborhood.
It was a flatbed tow truck too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it had to be.
Yeah, it had to be. He wasn't. He wasn't able to tow behind him. He had to get a different truck. Whatever. It's fucking just another ass fucking raping of me. So yeah, he dumped it off in the front yard.
So now you got a broke down truck on the front
on
yard.
the fucking sidewalk. So
Yep.
I'm just waiting for the city of Tampa to drive by to fucking just find me. Luckily, they didn't. But then, yeah, Average Joe had to, calm down and do whatever. But it was like $600 fucking dollars to get it towed like 2 miles at AAA.
And unfortunately, we're good guys, and I mean, it doesn't nothing to do with being a good guy, but you can't expect Average Joe to pay that. He was fucking being a great guy by letting you borrow his truck.
I didn't ask Average Joe.
It kind of sucks that he gave you, the run to the litter of the trucks, but I mean, it is what it is. Dude. You know what I mean? If you would have gave me the brand new truck, it wouldn't have broke down, and you wouldn't have spent $600.
I'm still pissed either way though. If I loan out my beater fleet truck and I come back with a $600 fucking towing bill.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. You can't give him nothing.
That's a
You-
lose-lose.
In
there.
fact, you still have to give him whatever you're going to give him. You still got to put a full tank of gas in it.
Ugh.
You still got to fucking buy his lunch.
What do I got? Stop at AAA at the fucking gas station?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, you still, like, if you were going to put a full tank of gas, instead, now you have to, throw him a gift card to somewhere, or you have to pay his lunch or something, right?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You still owe him your gratitude for the favor.
Yeah, listen, Average Joe's the man. I mean, I love Average Joe. Average Joe's not his fault at all.
And in that
I mean,
in-between
it's a fucking
period-
truck, just like my fucking stupid ass truck that inside the alternator wanted to fucking blow up today.
Yeah, that in between period though, where I mean, he's on the other side of town. They drop it off at your house. You don't know how long it's going to be sitting at your house, not fucking running. He's got to come out and fix on it, correct?
Yeah, so now he's got to take his time down.
Yeah.
Well, no, so I guess he got it towed up to his house up in Land
With
O'Lakes.
his
How much? Or Hudson.
With his company towing or whatever the fuck he's got.
Oh, is that what it was?
No, there's actually a bigger fucking backstory.
So he had to pay for his own fucking tow bill.
I'll tell you about this story. If
Oh,
you want.
God.
I mean, listen, I go going down to an average Joe.
That's
fucking
fine.
tow
I
yard.
think the week up wrap up show is kind of derailed because we're not on the air.
Yeah, true. But I mean, also,
So-
my truck fucking broke down. It's being towed currently, and this is the worst fucking towing story. So if you listening on bar 813-90 Bubba,
Listen, you're not
813-90
gonna dissuade me from AAA though. I haven't heard any.
Yeah, not me. I'm still locked.
Because like I don't plan on breaking down in the smart car or the Crown Vic anytime soon. So.
Oh, listen, but I'm never expecting the fucking AAA to pay me cost me $600 when I'm a platinum member. You know?
Yeah, but bitch,
Yeah.
you're a platinum member. Your average Joe landscaping truck is not.
Well, they usually don't care.
They don't care
about the
You are-
vehicle. They
you
don't
are
as long
correct.
as you've got a membership. Because like I had an ex-girlfriend and we used to fucking have that stuff happen all the time. And I think one time it was in her mom's car, and the other time we were in her truck.
What's
But
the
were you
address?
always there?
I was always there.
What's the address?
Here?
No, for tomorrow.
2400
400 Dr. MLK Jr. Street North.
south.
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 I'm sorry, I was
Beat
giving
it into their heads.
I was giving
South side.
and I know this is people are going to be like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking an ADHD fucking.
You can
conversation.
also type this in if you have. I know for a damn fact it works on the iPhone, so I know it works on Android.
Well, this-
LAT and Sons Family Hair.
This is for the water guy, so that's why I was asking. He wants to drop off his 25 cases.
Yeah, and then tell him also like the name of the barbershop, obviously, so he has the address. Because
He does. I gave it to him.
Okay, we're
I
good.
know Latin Sons. I just didn't know 2400
Dr.
MLK
MLK Jr. Street
Okay, that's
South.
Dr. Jr. Okay. So, no, if we go back to this fucking, which I love AAA. Like I said, they saved me on these couple lock and keys recently. Average Joe gets his truck, finally jumped from my house. With it, like it sat long enough there. He gets it. He's driving back now all the way to Newport Richie. It breaks down on the expressway. He pulls over. He calls a tow truck. Tow truck guy comes out. He instead of doing a flatbed, he has one of the pull behinds.
Flatbed.
Average Joe's sitting there and saying like, "Hey, no, you can't use this fucking truck to pull it." Guys, and the guy, he said, didn't speak much English. He's like, no.
I
Good,
will
good,
say
good,
I've
good.
been dealing with AAA a lot as well, and the English speaking is.
Well, that's what happened with me at the
Yeah.
dump, but I was going to bring that up. But yes, that happened with me at the dump, which normally if you get the people that speak a little bit better English, they don't really give a shit what fucking vehicle you have on your AAA. As long as you pay the fucking bill.
Okay, agreed. I can
Well,
agree. I'm dancing.
All of my experiences too, I feel like the language barrier is either hit or miss. As far as you're going to get a guy that shows up, doesn't know a lick of fucking English, or you're going to get just some regular ass.
Or you're
dude.
gonna get Gene Lasker's brother.
I've never,
I'd say
I've
Gene
never
Lasser's
had
brother.
like,
Me
I've
too.
never had an in betweener.
Oh no,
You're dead ass right,
You
Rhett.
are
You're-
you are
yeah.
100% correct. But yeah, so Average Joe.
And lately, it has not been the Gene Lasker brother type.
No, and actually, this whole past 3 days at the other house has. I've learned that English to Spanish translation on Google is pretty good.
I told you that app is fucking money.
yes.
He's
I-
just smiling at you the whole time you talk to him.
See,
Well, I had to show him my
Yes.
phone. He showed me his phone. Yeah, but that's another story. But so we get into Average Joe now calls a tow truck, and he's arguing with the guy, and Average Joe's a good redheaded boy like Rhett. He might be. You could almost mistake him as Rhett's older brother.
wait a second. So we have a trio of redheads?
Yes,
Okay.
Big Red.
Oh,
Average
a
Joe.
quadruple.
Yeah. Oh, who are you?
Oh,
Gonna,
yeah.
Who else?
We
the
run tight,
Gary
buddy.
Cantrell.
We run tight.
Yeah, I forgot Gary Cantrell. So
Damn, Bubba Army's running deep on the redheads.
he's like, all right, whatever.
And Heather Wizzy on the girl side, right?
Yeah. So Average Joe's like, all right, so you got insurance, right? He's like, yeah, see. Okay. So he tows it all the way back up to his house, and he sets it down. Well, Average Joe is now trying to work on it. The whole fucking thing is like fucked up. I think it like blew his transmission out or did some other shit. So he calls the guy, and the guy's like, I'll send my guy out. So he sends his guy out, and the guy's like, Toe didn't do it. You did it.
Okay, so the car, the tow, it did not get flatbed up there. It was like, roll behind or
Yeah,
something, tow
yeah.
truck. It was just pulled behind something, whatever the proper term is. And by doing so, Average Joe feels that more damage was done to his vehicle.
Oh, well, you can't put it in fucking drive. When you fucking blow out your transmission and there's like fluids
Okay.
leaking all over underneath the truck, probably when it's pretty much a battery or an alternator in the truck, your transmission fluid shouldn't be leaking out and all these other fluids.
Agreed. Okay, so then he calls the tow truck company. The tow truck company
Sends out their guy.
instead of them putting on their insurance and Average Joe taking it to hit the record shop that he wants, they said we're going to send out our own mechanic.
Correct. So they send out the mechanic. Mechanic says, "No, you guys didn't do anything wrong. It was that guy's fault."
Like he's gonna fucking say
exactly.
that.
So Average Joe's like, "Fuck you!" Like he gets his insurance involved. Well, his insurance couldn't find out. He couldn't get a hold of that guy to get the insurance. Finds out that guy didn't have insurance. Finds out like 4 weeks, 4 weeks go by. Average Joe's now paying out of his pocket to cover it. That guy gets arrested for doing like I guess fake pick. No, I think he got arrested for not having a proper license to tow. He was letting his uncle or his cousin. It was someone in his fucking family just start going out, taking the tow truck and just starting going out. And also credit card scamming. Like he was skimming credit cards. And so he was like, oh, Jesus. And I think this was all under the eyes of AAA. So my warning to you is make sure that your AAA guys.
I'm not putting this on AAA. I'm sorry. I'm dancing with you. I'm dancing with you on the AAA all the way up until Average Joe called his own insurance to have the truck towed improperly. That's where it's no longer AAA's fault. In my opinion.
No, he argued with the guy, and the guy said it was fine. I mean, what are you going to argue with the tow truck? That's like me saying, like, the guy says my alternator is bad, and I get into a fist fight with him and say, like, no, it's not my alternator.
No, I'm dancing with you. It's that company's fault, but it's not AAA's.
Right, but I still think he had the option. Up until that guy drove away, I think he had the option to just drop the truck, leave it there, call somebody else.
On an expressway?
Yeah.
Well, listen, if it's the shittiest truck in the whole... I guess that technically is on him, but if it's the shittiest truck in the whole entire fleet, and you got this tow truck guy that you know is going to tow it, and he says he has insurance,
I'm cool with that, but that's not AAA.
No, hold on, but aren't you going to take that fucking coin flip?
Yes, and I'm going to let him tow it. I'm cool with you there, but that's not AAA's fault. That is that tow company's fault that he called privately. Did he call AAA and AAA sent that company?
Yeah,
because I must misunderstood that. Because I understood it as he called that company privately.
Sorry, when I meant call the tow truck, he had AAA. He had AAA tow it.
Okay, then yeah.
Because he had a business AAA.
Okay, I'm dancing with you better now.
But so what I guess you could say is, have you guys ever worked for Uber?
No.
I've done Instacart.
Oh, I see it. I've done Instacart. But Uber Eats, I meddled around with it recently, on my way home.
You what?
Meddled around with it.
Okay.
Meddled around with it.
Yeah, meddled around.
That's a word.
You dabbled.
I dabbled in it, meddled. And you know what? Let me made up a word, meddled.
Okay, I mean, cool. Well, I'll start using it on the weekly wrap-up show.
It's a Lummy word that I came up with my own feel, and it's pretty
I'll
much...
meddle around with that, dude. I'll meddle around with that.
I dabbled in it. Maybe it was dabbled, and I said meddled for some reason. I don't fucking know. You have to have your face recognition just to even go on.
You don't have fake recognition on your phone? Face recognition?
No. I said AAA should have that.
Oh.
So you're not just giving your fucking cousin, your brother, your fucking uncle, aunt, whatever, your fucking, tow truck and just say, go for it.
But dude, that happens in every business, doesn't it? Like, don't you get guys that rubber stamp people on through? Someone else uses somebody else's permit to build something. Someone else uses somebody else's permit to do something else. Doesn't that happen everywhere? Not that it's right.
I guess, listen, a lot of people are probably...
There's shadiness in every business.
Well, and unfortunately, it's just going to look like we're angry at one kind of
I'm going to step back.
Good thing this is a podcast. We can just cut that part out. But
I say leave it in, dude. You got some balls on you or what?
Well, no, because look, Florida Man Radio.
If you got balls, you'll leave it.
He's walking a fine line today.
Florida Man Radio. Well, I'm so mad. Listen, I got fucking so much heat at home with the wife. All right, you wake your wife up at fucking at 5:07 to tell her you're taking your car while Walker, who was sleeping through his teeth, slept. But just got up at like 4:45 in the morning.
And now you're waking her up.
And I'm fucking walking in there going,
babe.
Yeah, hey, I need to take your keys.
Babe.
My truck's broke down.
Let's hear Lummy's. Hold on, how do you sound, Lummy? You're doing an impression of yourself. It was great.
Hey, yeah. My truck broke down.
You don't call her baby. You don't try and sugarcoat it. You just say, hey.
Yeah, you guys don't have any pet names for each other?
Yeah, you shake her away.
Who wants to be Ashley?
I mean,
you want to be Ashley, Colton?
I guess. I don't really know what her reaction was, though. I could probably be you better than Ashley.
I got an idea. Just act like you normally would when you wake up. Hey.
What?
Actually, were you in the bedroom there? Jesus. Hey, my truck broke down. I got to take your car.
What? Hold on. What?
Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I'll hit AAA here when I get home. I'm sorry. I got
whatever. Just do it. Just do it. And then like 3 hours later, when she finally wakes up, I'll start blowing you up through text. Like, what the fuck happened with this?
Actually,
right?
She was like, "Why'd you fucking wake me up?" Walker just came in at 4:45 because his teeth are hurting bad, and you fucking come in at 5:06. You know, I couldn't see because she went to the guest bedroom. When he wakes up, she takes him in there. Blah, blah, blah.
So she doesn't wake you.
Thank you, Colton. Yes. So she lays with Walker for a little bit, and then because his room is right next to the guest bedroom, takes him back, and I fucking I didn't know he was in there. And whatever. So, yeah, then she texts me. She's like, why didn't you take the fucking keys and leave? I'm like, I didn't know. I was trying to be the good guy. I was trying to be like, hey, I'm taking your car.
I have to agree with you there. That's a tough one. Because if you just take her car, then if she wanted to go somewhere, like she woke up and planned on going somewhere, had no idea that she even took her car, goes outside with Walker, she's all loaded up, got the diaper bag, got everything ready to go, and then goes, what the fuck, Warren?
Yeah, but you got to understand. She hasn't, because Walker's 2 teeth are finally coming in. So she hasn't slept the greatest, which I totally feel bad. But in my mentality, Rhett and I were talking at 4:50, and I get to my truck and it's dead. And I sat there for I was going back and forth between like 8 minutes going, do I wake Ashley up? Do I get an Uber? What do I fucking do? But I actively was charging my truck. Like I had a jumper, not fucking, like not doing anything. And I'm like, do I wake up Ashley? Like, Bubba's going to be pissed off. But
running out of time.
I know, I'm running out of time.
Got to be at work in 20 minutes.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, God. Uber's like 9 minutes away now, and that's probably going to take... Let me just wake Ashley up. And, of course, Walker's in there. The timing was just impeccable, and it was my decision. It was fucking horrible. And now I'm getting my goddamn truck towed from I thought was a battery thing, and...
I know it sounds terrible, but I do think at the end of the day, you avoided more heat by waking her up and telling her
I agree
that you're taking her truck. I know she's pissed because she's grumpy because she hasn't slept well. And listen, dude, I feel run through these last couple of weeks. I have not been getting the correct sleep, and I know that I've been a little bit of a prick. So I know she's probably very mad about her sleep, but I think if she would have woken up and not had a car, God forbid she had to go to a really, let's say Walker had a doctor's appointment or something. She wakes up to no car and a truck that doesn't run.
That's what I'm saying.
She would have walked here and kicked your ass, probably.
Especially if she already had everything ready to go. She was packed. Everything, all the Walker shit packed. Got everything in her hands. Well, she's holding 1,000 things at once, trying to corral Walker, and then walks outside to realize, fuck, Warren, where's the truck?
She didn't look at my text I sent her. Listen, we already had a lot of things on our mind that day. Last night I was talking with Shannon, and Florida Man Radio is going away in Orlando, and
I texted I think you guys last night when I saw the post that they were flipping it over to Chico shit, and
which, by the way, that's what we were talking about with a lot of AAA people. They probably are going to be big listeners in Orlando.
AAA, the AAA,
El Caraba,
the AAA vendors will love the new Florida Man Radio Chico's channel, whatever the hell they're calling it.
It would be the 7th one in Orlando, so obviously
the 7th Spanish station.
Yeah, I looked it up. There was 6 between AM and FM.
Now, why do you think we need more Spanish channels here in Florida?
Well, I think there was an influx of 11 million people. I know not all of them came to Florida.
Do you think out of the 11 million people, how many think speak English, as their first language?
0.
I would not say 0, but I would say close to it.
You think any of those 11 million are Bubba Army?
Oh, there's got to be.
Say that again in Spanish.
Bubba, Army Bubba.
Oh, sí. Me gusta de Bubba, mucho gordo.
And
mucho
listen,
gordo and funny-o.
And Florida Man Radio is just one of those stations that kind of were outside of obviously the big 3. I believe Bubba calls them, and it was fun. I loved going to the events.
You and I did an event together with Florida Man Radio
at the coffee shop. My first ever event in the smart car with the 7-year-old expired tags.
Yup, and we ended up pulling over. I don't remember, where'd we stop at? We stopped at a really random place, though.
At a gas station.
Oh.
On the way home, though, I had to stop to do Bubba Army Radio stuff, remember? Because I had my laptop with me.
Oh, McDonald's.
Was it McDonald's?
Yeah, it was a McDonald's because you knew they had free Wi-Fi.
Had to get that Wi-Fi, kid.
I was riding with Colton while we were going a clean 67 while semi-trucks were blowing us out of the way. This was, obviously, what, 4 years ago?
This was like the first year of Florida Man Radio.
Exactly. A lot of history with Florida Man Radio. And, obviously, we're still at Fort Walton Beach. But, obviously, we're seeing the well, Orlando's always been... When I lived there in 2004, it was very Spanish populated.
That's 20 years ago now.
Exactly. So I can only imagine what it is now. And it fucking sucks. Us losing Florida Man Radio in Orlando, they just...
Well, you have what you just said, and then you have the other side of the fence, which are like the tourist side of people.
Yeah.
And I don't. How do I explain this? You wouldn't think Babyface would listen to the show, right? Let's just be real. And a lot of Orlando is Babyface type of people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I said on the morning show today too, and I don't know if you've noticed this, Colton. You're on the road a lot, Lummy. I don't know how often you drive through Orlando, but I'd say 2-3 times a month I'm driving through Orlando, and I see more Bubba Army stickers up there than I do down here. As far as like people driving around, I saw a guy with a Bubba Army shirt on at the Sublime concert at the amphitheater. But stickers around town, and then obviously the people who called in once we got back on Florida Man on that big 50,000 watt signal up there, like people were pumped, and I think there's a lot of Bubba Army in the Orlando market. And what sucks even more is you were talking about Florida Man Radio. It was just a good team of people there.
Oh yeah,
like
great.
Every time we'd do an event, we'd talk to them, we'd handshake, rub elbows, or whatever. Everybody was always very happy to see each other, very supportive of everyone else at the station. And it did feel like mom and pop radio, which in the corporate hellscape that radio has become, it was kind of a breath of fresh air, even though it was really niche, because talk radio is like FM talk it's tough.
And that's why I'm hoping in the long run. Now, I know Bubba and Shannon are planning on doing something weekly for right now. Hopefully, Shannon can get folded into the podcasting mix somehow, some way, whether it's just once a month, something. But regardless, like I'm talking long term, like, months from now, a year from now, I hope Bubba still continues to have Shannon on, at least maybe once a month, just to get with them, get what's up. Because they're good friends, and it shows that, they were just strong together. As Bubba would say, the twin towers of the radio station.
And then Don Miller comes in, just absolutely kills it.
I didn't know that. That's one thing I heard today on the wrap-up show. I didn't know how much Don Miller was actually killing it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope we can kind of etch out a space for Don Miller in some capacity, whether it's have him Comrex in every now and again, have him be a Wednesday guy, have him just call in and do like a Shannon once a week segment. That guy's fucking hilarious, and I think him and Bubba building camaraderie on the air and getting his take on a lot of topics would definitely be interesting.
Oh, look at that! Thank you, PD Joe.
What happened?
No wonder we didn't get any phone calls. I'm like, man, I know Bubba on radio people like us.
The phone's off.
The phones are, yeah.
Well, he put them on busy at the end of the day, did he not?
They're not busy. It's how it rings.
You can't call out?
Damn, so we lost everything.
Yeah, well, is Macho still here?
He is still here. He's texting me. He's been running tests. He's been running diagnostics. I watched him on my remote session until it expired.
I'm calling us right now to see if it goes through on my other phone.
See, thank God this happens to our measly show, just because if this had happened on the morning show, we'd be fucked. Like, we lost our backup private connection.
There you go. That's
what
me
we
calling
pay.
in from my cell phone.
Yeah, that's what we pay extra for. That's what we got all that, I think, 4K cable or 8K cable or some shit like that.
Listen, I think Bubba did call us the small show, so.
We are. In comparison to the main show, we are most definitely the small show, and I completely agree with Rhett. Thank God that this happened on this show.
Hey, you dick fuck, I was agreeing with Red, too. Don't say you disagree with Red. Say you agree with all of us in here. We're a unity, man. We're a team.
And with that being said,
we're a team.
Yeah, I understand. Loud and clear, I understand. You made me feel so warm and cozy. But that's what I was getting at. Was thank God it happened during this show and not the main show, because Bubba be freaking flipping his lip
about the internet or
yeah, everything.
Bro, no internet, no phones isn't that big a deal at all.
That's what I was saying about the phones.
Just the fact that everything's down in general.
Yeah, because look at the tabs. Look at the 30 fucking tabs open that have been there forever. Like, Bubba really structures the entire show based off of what he has in order there. So.
Yep.
He would be treading water for sure. But I mean, the good thing about this show is that, again, I guess we're going to have to make it into a podcast. We are still recording video on Wirecast, hopefully.
Oh, good, because I've been on my phone all day, the whole time, trying to get my my truck situated. And I told my wife, because she sent me a picture of a toad, I said, I hope it fucking flips over.
Get that insurance check.
Or a Walmart truck fucking slams into it.
How many miles are on that truck now?
180-something thousand. All by me, though.
180?
Yeah, something like that.
How many are on your truck, Rhett?
I just hit 132 the other day.
Damn.
Yeah, but you understand
I bought mine at like 82.
When things started getting kind of crazy, the fish business is a fucking like 3-hour fucking talk. But once things started getting a little where I couldn't just rent Suburbans and fucking Silverados and all that kind of shit, I started having to drive my truck once or twice a month up to the Panhandle.
You ever thought about just getting a beater?
Back in the day?
I mean, your truck has become a fucking beater at this point.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, dude, don't spend any more money. You got a beater.
If you ever find yourself in another vehicle, why not just pick up a little Nissan Frontier for $2,000?
Oh,
I'm with
back
you.
in the day?
Now.
Oh, now?
He's saying now, if you were to get a nice vehicle now.
Yeah, because I know you're not going to drive that truck forever. Hopefully 5 years from now, you're not in that truck.
I'm hoping, fucking
knock on wood. But
yeah, jeez.
As soon as you get a new vehicle, you can turn around and get something pre-owned, drive the dog piss out of it. Those are my favorite kind of cars. That's what I look for in a car.
Well, that's what I had all of us. But yeah, Rhett, listen, I just like you, and you're obviously a lot younger than I am, but that's how growing up, I always had a beater. And at this time, when I bought that truck, it was my first ever brand new 0-mile truck. And I would rent, keep it pristine. And then once everything just started going down as an avalanche, I said, fuck this. And I just started driving it everywhere. And then, as Bubba says, your truck's a beater. And I'm like, yeah, because, I mean, what the heck? I'm not going to pay money to fucking keep it up.
I'm in the same boat, dude. Why would I pay money into my truck? It's got 250,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
What's the point? It gets me from A to B. It hauls what I need to haul. And until I'm done beating the dog piss out of it, I'm not buying nothing new.
But hold on. I'll say I keep it up. Oil changes.
Yeah.
Everything like that. Like, I don't beat it up.
My fucking dents are shiny. My scuffs are clean. I have a car wash membership. It's still a beater, though. Don't get me wrong.
See, that's where we differ. I don't fucking give a shit about the fucking outside as long as the engine's running good.
Don't even tell me the inside, bitch.
Oh, the engine's a piece of shit, too. Listen, I treat that thing.
Don't even, dude. I rode with you one time. Oh, my God.
Hold on. I actually found a...
Kicking bottles.
Yeah,
dude, every time he comes to my house, the first thing I do.
You're like ankle deep. You open the door and they all fall out of the driveway.
No,
That's the first thing I do is fucking...
I cleaned up the bottles.
Same thing, fucking Tuttle, I love you. Loner and Stoner podcast out every week. Go get it, the most latest one.
Yeah, check out the latest one that we have nothing to play from it.
It's like you're driving a recycle bin.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
Jesus, dude, you got probably $100 worth of returnable cans in this motherfucker.
Listen, not cans, but bottles. But first off, yeah, I treat that thing like my second house now because
trash can.
But I'm going, because I'm going back between two houses at this point.
I get it. Yeah, at that point, it's a trash can, sir.
What year did you buy that truck?
My truck?
Yeah.
14 when it was out.
Okay. All right. So it's a 10-year-old truck.
Yeah. I mean, I kept it up until I think it was
It's really not that bad, dude. I mean, it needs to be cleaned. Like it does. It needs a real, like, you need to go spend $300 and get a real detail done. And clay bar that motherfucker and get it nice. But it's really not that bad.
Yeah,
like, mine's got fucking dings and dents and shit.
Yeah, it's a Silverado, the heartbeat of America.
That's right.
Like a rock.
Would you buy another Chevy?
Yeah.
As we know, Bubba's a Ford guy.
I know, but I hate the way the Fords look. Actually, the way Bubba did his is pretty nice.
You know
I
what
like
Ford
Fords.
stands for?
Yeah, found on Road Dead.
Fix it again, Tony.
I'm loyal to my Toyota. Those Japanese know what they're doing.
Do they?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I like I like my Nissan because I call it's a poor man's Tacoma.
Yeah.
It's the Frontier without all the bells and whistles, but they last just as long. It's like a fucking tractor motor in there.
If I had my way and
it's the official truck of Hamas.
yeah, that is 100% true. Toyota and Nissans are.
It's my what is it? Passive activism.
Yes.
For the day.
It is. You won't see a Star of David on any of those trucks anytime soon. But yeah, no, I mean the GMCs are really fucking nice.
They are. The new ones too, especially, are very nice.
Uncle Eric just got a brand new one.
Good for him, dude. I'm glad to see he's doing well.
And it is souped up.
Does Sumo's got a Denali, right?
Yeah.
Does he? I didn't know that.
I don't know if he drove it down here last time or if it was a rental, but I remember someone was staying here or staying with
Yeah, in the mix. Yeah, here at the Bubba Army.
And
Yeah,
so
I'm with you.
And when Sumo would pop over, I believe that was his truck because I believe him and his guy.
There's a big black Denali. That thing is fucking beautiful, man.
I mean, it's really nice with the leather.
I did pick up on something else this week, not to completely shift gears, but I heard Bubba.
It's a weekly wrap-up show that's not on our YouTube.
So it's a little bit of both this week. I heard Bubba mention the other day, and this was kind of a fleeting comment because Tom Bean was in this week. I think he did a great job. And I heard Mark Tate, the landlord for the building, bought Tom Bean's old cabin. Did you catch up on that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, he talked about it before.
That was my first time really getting it loud and clear. Have either of you ever been up there to that cabin or that area?
No, I really would like to go, but
so Mark Tate and I are actually close.
That's cool.
Well, I knew Mark Tate before he came into the Bubba world.
Oh, nice.
And I used to go to his beach condo.
Oh, wow! Look at that.
So you see where I'm going with this, right?
Yes.
Okay. You want to go?
So you're going to Georgia?
It's not locked in, nothing. I mean, but if I can, would you be interested?
Of course.
Okay. Well, how cool would it be to stay in Tom Bean's old cabin?
Really cool.
Okay, maybe I can try to plan a weekly wrap up, like 1 day or 2 days up there. 2 days, 2 nights, maybe.
Yeah, do a remote show. That'd actually be badass.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we can find out what bed Bubba was on, and we can all really.
That's
go
what I'm
jerk
saying.
off
We
in
can
there.
go take a little house tour. Maybe now that's not Tom Bean's anymore. Maybe we're cool with putting it on YouTube. Because Tom Bean wouldn't have been cool with it.
Right.
But now it's not Tom's. Maybe they're cool with us doing a little house tour, YouTube footage, stuff like that.
According to Mark Tate, yeah, I mean, Mark Tate seems like it's cool.
Mark Tate's a really cool dude. I really love Mark Tate. He's a great guy.
Yeah, just look at the hair.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's got great hair. As we know, the family's got a great restaurant here in town that we all eat at Barp every year. So, yeah, shout out Mark Tate. I love you, brother.
I've talked to Mark. I remember the first time I talked to Mark Tate is when I had a little bit of money, and him and I were talking about buying the same exact house for a rental house when I had a little bit of money.
Where, over by your old house? Like old house?
No, it was on Palmetto Beach, and it was right after I got my first and only divorce. And
which, thank God, like looking back now in 2024.
Oh yeah,
seriously, dude.
Yeah, no, it's 100%.
You have a fucking awesome wife.
Yeah,
you got a kick-ass son. You got a great life. Like, for real, dude. I'm not being facetious. I'm being dead serious. Fucking looking back on it, the divorce was the best thing that happened to you.
Oh, of course. Listen, 1,000,000% would agree with you. I mean, you and I. Well, and Tuttle. I think Tuttle at the time was living with me.
Somewhat, yeah.
Who would you say is the most responsible for the way things ended up the way they are now? Is it Tuttle?
No, it's fucking Lummy. Lummy caused that divorce. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
That was Lummy.
Well, because the final straw that broke the camel's back was being face down in the ditch. Who put you in the ditch?
There can be a final straw, but like...
So you should say, I'd be thinking...
That's the 1%. What about the other 99%?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm not saying that. Listen,
but
I'm happy it happened. I mean, are you saying I should be thanking Tuttle?
It's like a domino effect.
Dude.
Oh, thank you, Tuttle.
This is a full circle. Tuttle got you... Tuttle... Oh my God, I almost had to sitting up here a little bit. Tuttle got... I'm going to look at this from Tuttle's eye. You ready? I'm going to piss Lummy off. Tuttle brought you back into the BRN, and now look at you as an EP. And not only that, Tuttle is the reason that you got married to Ashley and subsequently now have a child with Walker.
That's what the fuck I'm saying.
It's all because of Tuttle.
What I'm saying.
Oh my God. We didn't realize he's sitting there pulling the strings like a little puppet this whole time.
Remember last week he had that heat with Tuttle? I think you should call him and apologize.
I think so too.
Well, I'm going to tell you something back with the BRN is that Tuttle didn't bring me back with the BRN, but I do appreciate Tuttle bringing me back.
Well, I don't know about that, Lummy, because I thought you got back in the mix. I thought Tuttle brought you back on the show.
No, it was actually technically in the beginning, it was 25 in Jabberjaw.
I'm fucking with you.
I know. But listen, Tuttle's the one who G-watered me and had this big plan and then wanted to move in and never talked to me while he actually lived there.
But he did all that strictly because he knew you were going to have Walker. Here we are 8 years later.
Yeah, he wanted to make me a stronger person.
And a superstar on the radio.
By me sitting and hanging out, watching football with him. And
playing Minecraft in the corner.
Technically, he wasn't watching, which I remember I was digging a ditch. There's certain things that I remember during those times, and other things I forget. And
doing a bunch of manly shit, and he's just playing video games watching you
on the phone.
Yeah, I was digging the ditch.
He was very into Minecraft at that time, I think.
And I think Colton will totally agree and understand with this one.
Lummy, I just found some diamonds.
No, so it was college football. I had my own TV set up outside. I was digging this drainage,
like a French drainage ditch.
Yeah,
deal.
and he wanted to watch the Florida game with me. 1,000,000% cool as fuck. Yeah, man, let's watch.
Tuttle's a Florida fan.
Exactly.
His father, shout out to R.I.P. now, but Wayne was a Florida fan.
Yeah.
Go Gators.
So I set up my own TV out there. I'm digging. I'm like, Tuttle, my thing is I like watching sports on the weekends, kind of outside, either by the pool or just doing stuff, and have it in the background. I put the TV out. I'm digging this French drain kind of thing.
Got your Gatorade kicking in your pocket. You're chilling.
Tuttle's inside. He's on his phone. It's like 11:55 because I remember college game day, and I see him come around. Hey, you coming in?
Fucking Lee Corso's about to put a mascot head on or something. 11:55. We're all hyped up.
Yeah. You coming in to watch the game? No, I got to finish this thing. I got the TV out here. I'll come in. All right. 12:05. Hey, you coming in? The game just started, man. So I'm like, all right, I'll take a little break. Let me go inside. I go inside, sit on the couch, and Colton, you remember how the setup kind of was. Sit on the couch, thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to be our first game watching the Gators together.
Correct.
I looked to my right, looked to my left. There's no Tuttle. I just stopped doing what I'm doing. What do I see?
Tuttle's in the corner.
And
the reason he sat in this corner was because the phone outlet for so he had power to charge his phone was in this corner.
And I said, hey, you coming over?
And the corner
I'm
was
playing right now.
And mind you, yes, the corner. Hold on, sorry. Let me just set the picture.
Yeah.
The corner was also the same wall. That corner that he sat in, he shared the wall with the TV, so he couldn't see the TV from that corner.
Correct. So I'm literally staring at Tuttle. And I'm like, hey, you going to come watch the game? I'm playing the game right now. I'll be over there. All right, cool. Maybe he's going to save the game or do whatever the fuck he's doing on his fucking phone. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, I'm in the AC. I changed my clothes. We're going to watch the game. It's my first game watching with Tuttle. He's at the house. This is cool, whatever. It's like fucking halftime. Tuttle hasn't moved from the goddamn chair yet. I'm like, I could have been outside fucking digging the ditch. So, Tuttle, are you coming over? No, I'm building this thing right now. I got a lot of logs, and I'm like, I'm doing real work over here. I don't like fucking Florida. I don't give two shits about Florida. I mean, like sitting down watching a game.
Yeah, I came to do it with you.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go outside. I went back outside. I thought we were watching the game. Same shit he would do when I would go to the casino.
I was going to say.
You're going to the casino? Yeah, it's 9:30.
Okay, I'll see you later then, Lumix. I'll see you later. And then an hour later, Lumix, where'd you go? Where'd you go to the casino? When you coming home?
Why'd you leave me, Bob? Like, why'd you leave me? I thought we were going to hang out. I sat there for 4 hours. We didn't fucking talk.
So does this Tuttle, just stem? This just stems from the other, the chronic loneliness stuff that we've heard about. Him trying to break into Bubba's room at 2 a.m.
It's the loner. I mean, he's the loner of the loner and stoner. He's the loner.
He explains it.
He just wanted me sitting on the couch.
He just wanted you there so he wasn't in the house by himself.
Correct.
Playing video games.
Watching a football game that I couldn't give two shits about.
And I don't even know if he realizes that at this time. Not that you didn't give two shits, but that's what he wanted. He wanted Lummy's presence.
I know.
Yeah, he just wanted you to protect him.
Yeah.
And at that point, I just wanted to actually go ahead and do my own thing.
Get some work done around the house.
Yeah, and then, I thought, at 1 a.m., not get a text saying, where are you? I'm at the fucking blackjack table and wonder where I'm at and why I didn't come home that night.
Once again, Tuttle had your best interest in mind. He was trying to get you home so you get to the show on time tomorrow.
I hate that this is the Tuttle episode now, but did he ever go to the casino with you? No. Are
you fucking kidding me?
You think he would today?
One time. He'll go to take it in.
Have you gone with him? He's never gone?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think he's ever...
No, I don't think he's ever
I mean, a little bit of an addictive personality, so maybe we shouldn't get him gambling.
True.
Yeah, you know what, Rhett? Maybe not the best idea to bring up. Hey,
what if he's good at it, dude?
Yeah,
you know him and his fucking mind. He gets all into his mind and shit. Next thing you know, he's counting cards better than Dr. D.
I don't know. Worst case scenario, you get him hooked on some Buffalo Trace. He won't be the same.
Hey, where's Colton?
Or Buffalo Gold.
You haven't been at the Loner and Stoner for 3 weeks. What's going on? Tuttle hasn't left the casino in 197 hours. He's just popping Adderalls and just sitting there.
He's taking Adderalls upon backup Adderalls upon backup Adderalls.
Exactly, and he's calling you in because he's winning so much on these casino games.
You ever seen the videos of all the old people just sitting there at the fucking penny slots, pounding the screen
with the heater burning?
Yeah,
and half of them got an oxygen tank tapped to the fucking chair.
You'll see him in the middle. He'll have his bingo machine.
That's a sore subject right now.
Oh, no.
He got fired?
No, he's trying to get the bingo shit dialed in. And to be quite honest with you, the neighborhood's kind of having some pushback.
He's dealing with 75-year-old women.
That doesn't mean he's in charge, dude.
That's what I'm saying. He's
dealing
with that.
He's dealing with the Karens of the world.
Yeah,
you're saying.
he doesn't want the change, probably.
What's the major holdup?
They're not like really cool with. I don't think they're wanting the filming shit going right now. Because you know how Bubba wants to get filmed.
Yeah,
he's trying like hell, and so
all these old
apparently
hags don't
they're
want to
gonna
be on camera.
Apparently they might have some type of vote about it. But yeah, as of right now, he's having, and it sucks. I feel so bad for him. So he and Lude, he's gonna get other content. He'll have some other content, something to offer Bubba. I just don't think it's gonna be bingo. And I told him privately, and I'm kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit. I told him privately this week that he needed to text Bubba and tell Bubba that instead of waiting until day of.
Oh, so has Bubba heard about it yet?
I don't know if he texted him or not.
Oh, well, I mean, we're not live, so hopefully Bubba's not listening on Bubba Army Radio.
And if Tuttle's listening on Bubba Radio, you better be fucking texting Bubba. That can go two ways for us. But yeah, so that part does suck. Just he's getting some pushback there within the neighborhood or the HOA or whoever the hell is in charge of the place. Yes, he's in charge of hosting it. He's the host. Yes, he's in charge of locking up and opening the clubhouse. But he doesn't make the decisions for the HOA or for the neighborhood. So yeah that's where he's at.
Oh, well, that really sucks.
It does
Especially
suck.
For, Tuttle's, I'm sure he likes routines like I like routines. I'm sure he doesn't, the whole, and especially making Bubba upset.
Well, that's the main thing. That's what we all hate doing the most.
Yeah.
We do. We definitely do. And
hence why we were late getting on the air today. It was because we were all helping Bubba. And he didn't ask for it. It's just we all feel like we should be helping, which we should be.
Yeah, I mean, how did the cream machine engine look, by the way?
It was good. Let me put this. I go back there, and Bubba's holding the cream machine engine up with his fucking head. He just got the cream machine engine resting on top of his head. So you want me to grab that for you? Yes, please. He's just back there fucking working on the cream machine, dude. Solid. Working on it. Just solid. And I'm like, you want me to hold that? You want me to help grab that? Grab this? Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes. Thank you, buddy. So, yeah. But yeah, we did that. I told you I got the cones in my truck. I'm going to be the unofficial coner.
How do you guys think this event's going to turn out, coner? I'm going to bring you that.
You want me to be quite honest with you? Depends if it rains.
It's not going to fucking rain.
I'm just shooting you straight. A lot of the traffic we're getting for this event is going to be foot traffic. And if it's raining, your foot traffic goes down.
It's not going to rain, Florida.
I'm just saying.
McDill has a fucking weather fucking thing that keeps all the rain away from us.
Okay. I think regardless of the rain, it's going to be fucking hot.
Oh, it's going to be hot.
1 o'clock.
If you want me to be real, too, the other thing is it might not be a bad thing if it rains. Because I think this can get excessive.